The day the chains rattled in the dust was the day the wind stopped singing across the plains. Even the horses sensed it. They stamped and snorted as the cowboy rode into the yard, rifle across his saddle, jaw set like iron. He had taken many prisoners in his life, outlaws, raiders, men who burned and killed, but never had his daughters followed him to the gate with such silence. Behind him, bound at the wrists and ankles, walked the Apache woman. Her hair was a river of black down her back, her face cut with old scars and newer bruises, her eyes sharp as flint despite the iron shackles biting into her skin. She did not plead. She did not look down. She walked as if every step, though forced, still belonged to her. The cowboy dismounted, boots thudding against the hard earth, and for a moment the past rose up between them like a storm cloud. His wife's grave lay just beyond the cottonwoods, a simple marker carved by his own hands. Since the fever took her, the house had been hollow. No laughter at dawn, no steady voice at night, only two little girls clinging to each other like foals in a blizzard. He had sworn never to soften again. Mercy had cost him too much. Yet the girls watched the prisoner with an intensity that unsettled him more than any gunfight ever had. The older one, Clara, stepped forward, her small hand tightening around her sister's. "Papa," she said, her voice trembling but determined. "We need a mother." The words struck harder than a bullet. He laughed then, a short, bitter sound, because grief often disguises itself as cruelty. "That woman is Apache," he snapped. "She's in chains for a reason." The prisoner finally lifted her gaze to him, not with hatred, but with a deep, ancient sorrow. In that look were burned villages, stolen children, broken treaties. She had lost more than he could imagine. The younger girl, May, slipped from Clara's grasp and walked straight up to the chained woman. Dust clung to her bare feet. She reached out, small fingers brushing iron and skin. The cowboy's heart seized. He shouted, but too late. The child pressed her cheek against the woman's bound hand. "She feels warm," May whispered. The Apache woman inhaled sharply as if struck. No one had touched her gently in years. The wind stirred again, low and uncertain, and in that moment the ranch stood balanced between vengeance and something far more dangerous, hope. Night came heavy with questions the cowboy could not outrun. The prisoner sat by the fire, still chained, flames painting her face in gold and shadow. He told himself it was only until morning, only until he decided what justice demanded. Yet the girls brought her water, then bread, then a blanket. As if instinct itself had chosen her place. The woman spoke little, but when she did, her voice was steady, shaped by survival. She told them her name, Naya, and the meaning of it. One who endures. The cowboy listened from the darkness, memories gnawing at him. His wife had once said endurance was love's truest form. At dawn, raiders were rumored nearby, men who would show no mercy to a lone ranch with 2 children. When the attack came, it came like thunder. Shots cracked, horses screamed, and fear tore through the yard. The cowboy fought like a cornered wolf, but numbers pressed in. Then from the chaos, a voice rang out, not in English, but in Apache, orders, warnings. Naya, still in chains, had risen, her posture commanding, her words slicing through confusion. The raiders hesitated. Some recognized her, some feared her. That moment of doubt was enough. The cowboy turned the tide, driving them off. Silence fell again, broken only by breathing and the soft sob of a frightened child. He looked at Naya, really looked, and saw not an enemy, but a shield he had never expected. He unlocked the chains with shaking hands. Freedom clinked to the ground. Naya did not run. She knelt instead, letting the girls bury their faces in her shoulders. The choice was made without ceremony, without promises carved in stone. Some families are not born. They are forged through pain, courage, and the daring act of reaching out when the world tells you not to. And as the sun rose over the plains, the cowboy understood that sometimes salvation comes not on horseback, but in chains and in the hands of children, brave enough to believe in a mother before one ever existed.